Afternoon guys, Scott from SE Landscaping. A little bit of rain today, but overall the weather is improving and it is getting lighter on a morning and a night, and can only mean one thing, that grass cutting season is just around the corner guys. Very few weeks away now. I know down south some of you guys get away a lot earlier than us up north, but it is literally weeks away now. It seems to, the winter seems to have shot over, and this COVID and everything obviously isn't helping things. It's a bit like Groundhog Day really, but we're lucky that we can get out. So I just want to talk a couple of things today. First one, I did an induction yesterday morning for an apprentice. Now, I think I mentioned a few weeks ago I was advertising for an apprentice and a greenkeeper. The greenkeeper, I had in the end over 400 applications, but unfortunately only 30 of them were greenkeepers. And the apprentice, believe it or not, I had 600 applications. And before you ask, no, I didn't sift through them all in the end, because it's the luck of the draw. Anyway, I was approached by a friend, which in business I made a rule years ago after a bad experience that I wouldn't employ friends again. But he asked me if I would be interested in taking on a family friend of his, a relative, young lad who was keen. He lost his job, so he had work, but he's lost his job due to COVID. He worked in the leisure industry, and he's got plenty to get up and go, and he vouched for him, and this is one of my good friends, so I thought I would get him for an interview, a talk over the phone, as interviews aren't really something you can do at the moment. And we had a chat, and he seemed keen, and I got him out, and he's only been with us 2 days. He's out on site, but he's very enthusiastic. He's get up and go. He doesn't just sit and be told to do. He asks what to do. So first impressions, although a couple of days, you're not going to get a massive what's the word I'm looking for? You're not going to know exactly after a couple of days, but you get feelings about people, and I've got a feeling this guy, like I say, could be good. He's young, yes, he's had a job previous, but I think with getting them young, I think it's a good point, because you can mould them to the business rather than getting someone a little bit older who's done lots of different jobs. So yeah, quite happy at the moment, and I'll keep you posted going forward. As well as that, when I spoke to the college, there's lots of schemes around at the moment, and basically this apprentice, I'm paying apprentice wages, which is roughly £170 odd a week, which is a lot more than when I was an apprentice and I got £30. So these guys are getting a decent amount of money, and I can see why a lot of businesses, say you're an electrician, you're not going to really want, as a small company, you're not going to really want to take a guy on for £170 a week if you're a sole trader, because you're having to show them everything. You haven't got the time and everything. But I'm lucky in my business that I've got the time to spend with him. He goes on day release at college, and like I said, the other lads, he's learning today just basic jobs. He's doing some engineering at the cemetery, so he'll be picking that up today. And like I said, there are incentives there at the moment. Basically, over the course of the first year, out of his wages of £8,000 or £9,000, I haven't worked it out to the penny, I want to get £3,000 straight back off the government and the apprenticeship schemes. As well as that, when I signed up to this scheme, I didn't realise at the time I was getting £3,000 back directly, but I also found out that there's another scheme running at the moment, that if you can take somebody 18 to 24 off the dole, the government are paying the whole first 6 months' wages in arrears. Obviously they pay you back over time, so you've got to pay it out. So that's something to bear in mind, guys. Anybody who can give someone employment for 6 months, you don't have to keep them on. And yes, it's find the right person, but if you can find that one enthusiastic person who's just going to give you some labour in the summer. Really, it's 6 months of free pay, and you never know, you might find out that one of these guys is keen and they're quite up to the job. So just something to bear in mind, guys. There are schemes out there. Everything's on the government website, so anything that I'm telling you here, just pop on the government website, and it's worth investigating if you're looking for another pair of hands. Yes, they're not skilled for the trade, but if you haven't got the money to employ someone, then you could probably get a young lad in, and providing, like I say, he's sensible and not a raving lunatic who's going to steal your gear or anything. If you can more or less tell somebody what they're like when you meet people, it is worth looking at. So it's sort of a good leg up for your business, a bit of free labour. The government's paying them, they're still getting paid, so they're not bothered. But it just gets people off the door, really, off from sitting on their asses. So I hope the video has helped, guys, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.